buy a car for a couple of months or so. Yeah, that's a cool tow truck, that one. That's awesome. No, empty driveway. No car for another 2 months or so. So I was going to sandblast it this week, and then go from there next week into the oblivion of whatever needs to be done. So I'll get the old Falcon done today or tomorrow. Get the other Falcon done with the diff and all that. So I've done some painting on it. It's not very good painting, but it's good enough to protect it and got rid of some rust and all that. So yeah, the blue car, she's out of here for a while. You said 8 weeks, so you know it's the only car he's got out there. The other 2 cars he's got are finished and they're going to be gone this week as well. So there's my old diff. I've got to get the axle out of here somehow. It's jammed in there. It's about that long, it's jammed in there. So I've got to work out how I'm going to get that out. I'm assuming these things come apart somehow. I've got to do a bit of reading on that. So I'll get that apart, but it's still a good diff, it's still a good limited slip. It's just, yeah, obviously got to work out a way to get that done. So that one's all ready to go in. So all the bushings are good, which is great, which is fantastic. Yeah, so everything's good on that. So I've got some oil ready to go in her once I get the axles. So she's all looking good. So painting's done. I've done the painting across there. Fixed up all that rusty crap that was all under there, so that's all fixed. It's not an awesome job, but it's a job to stop the rust. Fixed up these couple of bits of rust under here. Again, it's not a very good job, this bit. I've buggered it up. I should have coloured it all the way to the top. So I'm going to redo that one later on. It's not the same colour. I got citrus yellow, but this colour here must be a different colour to the original. So anyway, it's a dodgy job. But anyway, look, the fact is this is a drag cart. I do get a lot of rocks and crap in here, and I'm going to fix that up again. But anyway, at the end of the day, my mission was to get the rust cleaned up, which it's all done. So I've got pulled out strips of there, tacked in there. As you can see, that's a terrible paint job, but it will do for now. Also cleaned up across around here as well. That was a bit rough. And where the guards have been all tucked under to fit the big wheels under here, I've just put some paint on there as well. And while I was at it, I fixed all these things up. They were all bent to buggery. I fixed them all up and got them all straight on all sides. So anyway, at the end of the day, it was a mission to stop the rust, and that's what I've done. So, you know, it's not an awesome paint job, but it's good enough. It's good enough for what I needed. So I did the same over here. So that's all been done up under here. And I've done a coating of that bloody stuff in there as well, just to stop the build-up of crap that causes rust. So anyway, it's a preventative measure thing. It's not a show car thing, because I'm going to be still using this thing drag racing. So I'm not that particular bothered about that crappy paint work on this bit, because it will be all redone at some stage. So the next bit I'm going to do is in here, but I might take this to a shop to get the matching colour across here, that bit. So I've got to get a new window seal. I'm going to pull them off, pop the back window out, and hopefully there's not too much rust behind there. So you can see there's a little bit of build up in here, but that's still solid, so it's not too bad. It's probably just surface build up in here, I'd suggest, from the standard water leak that happens in here. So I'm going to adjust the boot a bit, because that's gone out a bit from years of use. But other than that, and I'm going to get that 5-speed thing taken off because it's not actually a 5-speed at the moment. But that is stuck on there good and proper. I think that must have been put in when they first put the 5-speed in back in 1983. So I'll get that done. But either way, she's all good, looking good. Yeah, so I'll get the diff back in hopefully today. But yeah, one thing, I smacked my head. Oh my God, I hit my head hard. Yeah, when I got up the other day, I freaking jarred my neck. Couldn't work yesterday. God, it freaking hurt. I was just under here on the roly-poly chair, under here. Just stood up and just crack. Oh, God, I nearly goddamn knocked me out. But I'm an old rugby union head, so I can handle it. It's just that it hurt my neck. So other than that, it's good. So that's just where I'm at. So brake pads are good, everything's good here. I don't need to do anything mechanically. I've checked under the front as well while I had it up here. All the bushings are good up the front, so I don't really have anything to do on that car mechanically wise. It's still as it is. It's a good bit of kit. So yeah, so I'll start doing the shed clean up soon. So yeah, this is all going to be cleaned up in the next couple of weeks while once this yellow car's out of here, get all this stuff cleaned up as well. So I've got to do all the rubber. I've got the rubber as well, the rubber kit. So I've got to pull all that out and compare it with the old rubber to make sure it's all the right size and make sure I don't need to order some more stuff in. Clean up the rear parcel shelf. So it's not too bad. It's got a little bit of damage up here, but I can fix that up. But it's a solid parcel shelf, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, so everything else, it's just a matter of making up the radio kit, which I'll do. So I've got the spare console here. So I'll be cutting that thing up and making up the radio kit. And I'll be making up a couple of a side air vent as well. So I want some air on my foot. Since I've got this set up here, so I'm going to make up a little custom setup here just so I can get some air on my feet. Other than that, yeah, and then I'm just going to go through all the trim up there, get all that painted and prepped and ready for the other car to come back, which might be a while. So I'll get all the rubber floor mats all looked at, cleaned up, and get a couple little minor repairs done on them. This is all under the seat, this part, so it's not a problem. Got a couple of minor repairs to do. I'll get some floor mats. I'll get this thing cleaned up. So yeah, a little bit to do. A few minor jobs to do when all the car's gone, and that's okay. And then I'm a matter of sorting out. I've got all the trim and all that, all the outer trim. That's all sorted. So I've just got a little bit of work to do to get them all cleaned up and perfectly straight and all that. Get them repainted and everything. So I'll be doing that and get all the mirrors done. So I got the mirrors that go on here, they're the chrome ones, which I'm going to put on there, which will match nicely with the chrome trim pieces. I think they'll look nice on that. So they're off the S-Pack, so I think I prefer the chrome than just a straight black. Other than that, it's just the little jobs, bits and pieces, and just go and check that I've got everything I need. So that's pretty well where I'm up to with the cars. So yeah, and then I'll just go through all the interior bits and make sure I've got everything else cleaned up, done and dusted. So all the door bits are sitting down there ready to go. So they're just a matter of getting the other doors back and then remaking them. Yeah, other than that, it's all looking good. Yeah, so the underfloor things and the rear bumpers and yeah. Anyway, that's where things are up to with the car. So yeah, I might do a couple of more updates on this one. But the blue one, I haven't really got a lot to talk about for a little while, but I will update as I get to the trim bits and all that. So yeah, very good. Always. Anyway, thanking you. Have a good one.